Hello, everybody. My name is Kapoor Woods. I'm a junior at Paul Quinn College studying business management.
Hello, everyone. My name is Giovanni Turri. I am a senior at Paul Quinn College studying entrepreneurship.
This is our business ethics final project, Becoming Your Own Expert. In this presentation, we're basically going to be going over investor relations. So the first thing is identifying and vetting investors. So when you're identifying your investors, you really want to find someone who fits your mission. So if you're really passionate about education or you're really passionate about finance, you want to make sure that your investor also shares that passion. Different types of investors that you're going to be looking at can be individuals, like professionals. It can be companies like banks like JP Morgan, Wells Fargo, or it could be commercial real estate firms. It can also be foundations and grants. And so basically, what investors bring to you, they offer you money, mentorship, connections, and they also boost your reputation.
Yes. Like Kapori said, there is a lot of way you can get an investment coming from, but it's very important to try to find someone that follow your path, follow your ethic, what you are looking for. Is a risk investment or it's a donation? What kind of investment you are trying to do so you have the right investment investor with you.
Okay, so crafting the investor pitch and funding narratives. So when you're crafting your pitch, it basically there's four things that are important for your ask. The first thing is going to be the problem. What problem are you actually solving? So, for example, at my school, I started a club because our school lacked financial literacy classes. So that was the problem that it lacked. The second thing is going to be solution. Basically, how are you going to fix that problem? So my solution was starting a club, right? The third thing that you're going to be caring about is the impact. What is the long-term impact of, what idea you're trying to, invest in or get investors in, and how successful can it be? And then finally, you're going to be looking at your plan and sustainability. How are you going to show this investor that this project will actually get done and it will succeed and it will be sustainable? And then in terms of funding narratives, you have to understand why you need funding. Funding is basically important because you need money to grow. To build any idea, to make a business, you're going to need capital. And so the most important part of that is getting funding, getting people to actually give you that money. Because if a person gives you $10,000, that changes your business compared to you working and having to fund the money that you're making, right?
Yes, like Kapori said, planning is a very important thing. Nobody's gonna invest on nothing. You gotta show something. You gotta show you have a plan, you have a business, you have an idea, and when you are presenting that, it's very important your ideas are clear for your investor. That's the main reason sometimes the bank call you for the meeting. Hey, what kind of business you're trying to do? Okay, this business, how you gonna make the money? How is the profit? How much you gonna charge? They ask all those questions because they want to make sure the business is gonna be healthy and you're gonna be able to pay your debt. Uh, and also, leading for that, we're gonna go for the last subject that is about how to build that trust and how to build a relationship with your investor. You know, it's very important to have a relationship with the investor because you never know if you're gonna need again, or even though you just need one time, it's good to still have a good relationship because we never know what can happen and how to have that relationship. You never know if you're gonna need again, or even though you just need one time, it's good to still have a good relationship because we never know what can happen and how to have that relationship. Be transparent is very important. Be clear, say the truth, be honest, show the numbers, show the results. If it's good or bad, you gotta be honest. That's the principle of the trust, of the relationship. No matter if it's the bank, no matter if it's a person, you're a family member, no matter. You gotta say the truth and be clear. Communicating, that's also very important. Keep communicating with the investor in a call or in person, in a lunch, on a dinner. It's really important to have that communication going on, even if it's for good or bad. But the communication is the main thing to keep a relationship, right? Building trust before asking for capital, that's very important too. Some people come right after asking for for money to ask more and more and more, and sometimes you gotta hold on, keep communicating, build the trust first, and you can go ahead after some time. You're gonna have the trust that you need to ask what you want.
Yeah.
Show long-term vision and founder community. It's very important. Everything you promise for the investor, you do everything you say. And if you cannot do it, be clear why you could not do it. It's very important to show them also a long term, like I said, because they want to see your business or what you're investing in is going to return the money that they're investing, right? So it's really important to have a short, medium, and long term, and be prepared. Be prepared to present and show them what you're investing in.
Okay, so review. You have to understand that raising capital is more than just numbers. It's more about storytelling, clarity, trust, right? What you have to understand is if you're going to um actually make these pitches out to investors, you have to have some type of confidence, some type of charisma with you because the people are going to buy into the story. They're buying into you, not the idea, right? So you have to make sure that you are able to be articulate with how you're doing your investor pitches. And then also understand that strong investor relationships come from trust. Then people are not going to want to give you money if they can't trust you, right? So you have to make sure that if you say, this is the deadline, I'm going to have this done by this time, that you're actually, upholding that, and you're making sure that your business actually is thriving, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep short. We are short on time, but of course we didn't put everything. There's a lot of more to talk, but we tried to sort it off and make as much as short we could to say the most important things. I have my own experience with the bank. I got a loan from the bank and I invest in a franchise business and worked really well for me. And right now we're going for the second one. So I'm right on the middle of what I just talked with you guys about convincing, about build the trust. And I know in real life that's very important. And review that and learn here in this class has been really good for me. And I had a great time in this class. I want to pass to my friend Kapori to say the last words too.
Yeah, yeah. Business ethics is very, very important. Understanding investor relationships is very, very important for success if you want to be an entrepreneur or a businessman or woman, right? So I definitely learned a lot from this class. I'm definitely grateful I took it.
All right. Thank you all so much.
All right. All right.